I'd like to call Special Services Committee meeting to order. It is 6:11. First item on our agenda is the approval of November 18th, 2021 Special Services minutes.
So moved.
Is there a second? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 2 is enrollment data, which is in our backup.
So we continue to see students, this is a transient time of year for students, so we have seen some students leave the district. We will probably see them return back in the spring. And we have had 10 additional students move into home education.
Any questions or comments regarding enrollment? Okay. All right. Item 3 is bus data.
So we are maintaining the same buses that we had at the last meeting, which is great. We did have to do a shift at the beginning of this week because we had a driver that was sick. But now all of the bus routes are back up and running and our numbers are consistent. We're not concerned about any overcrowding.
Any questions?
Is that sick driver back to work, or
They have a replacement driver.
they have a replacement
Yes.
driver?
Any questions? That's good news compared to other areas.
Yes.
Item 4, our attendance data.
Attendance data is very consistent with last month. There are some places that have, some schools have gone up 1%, some have gone down. It is up and down, given that it's cold and flu season and people are, being cautious with COVID. So we still are maintaining basically the same level of attendance that we had last month.
And, yep.
I was just going to ask if you can remind this committee and the public what the policy is around absenteeism, just because there's a lot of concern with kids staying out for COVID multiple times, and concerns that they're going to be held back.
In a normal year, not the last couple of years, students it would be considered an unexcused absence if they didn't have a note from a doctor. But in this year, and as it was last year, if a parent calls and says, Tom is not feeling well today, he's going to stay home from school, then it's an excused absence. We do have an attendance review committee that looks at, like, if Sarah has been home with a sore throat for 3 months, we might tend to look at that. So we do meet as a committee to discuss students that we think might be having an issue with attendance so that we can continue to address that. But really what we're doing is, if you feel like your child is sick, then please keep them home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was going to bring up the same thing, just reminding families that they're excused absences
Yes.
if they have symptoms or they're out for quarantine. Next item is item 5, our 5-year plan.
Sarah will be back next month, January. Are we meeting, regular meeting in January? Yeah, we do, right? Yeah. And she'll do an update on out-of-district placement and where we look for that. We also should talk about alternatives for next year for, I know Ann, you had brought up, and I think Bob did, the kindergarten. So we should probably bring that up at the next meeting as well, because that's part of your 5-year plan.
Great. And item 6, public comment. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address the committee? There being none, public comment is closed. Item 7, other. Do we have anything under other? No? All right. Item 8, adjournment. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.